Jon Snow, the brooding, reluctant hero of Game of Thrones. But did you know that the Jon Snow from the show is very different from the Jon in the books? Here are 10 major differences between them. Let's dive in. In the show, we learn that Jon Snow is actually Aegon Targaryen, the legitimate son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. But in the books, that's still just a theory. There's no official confirmation. Yet. Jon is famously murdered by his own brothers in the Night's Watch. In the show, Melisandre brings him back. But in the books, he's still dead. No resurrection, at least not yet. In the show, Jon is a classic tragic hero, noble, brave, and reluctant, but determined. But in the books, he's much more introspective, constantly questioning his decisions and doubting himself. In both versions, Jon falls for Ygritte and sympathizes with the free folk. But in the books, his approach is more strategic. He's playing a dangerous political game rather than fully embracing their way of life. In the books, Stannis offers Jon the title of Lord of Winterfell if he bends the knee. But Jon refuses. In the show, this never happens. Stannis barely interacts with Jon before he marches to his doom. In the show, Melisandre brings Jon back to life, but in the books, she only has cryptic visions about him in her flames. Her role in his possible resurrection remains unclear. In the show, Jon barely acknowledges Ghost after his resurrection, but in the books, their bond is much stronger. Jon even has warging abilities, meaning he can enter Ghost's mind. Jon becomes Lord Commander in both versions, but in the books, he faces way more political challenges. He struggles with divided loyalties and growing tensions among the Night's Watch. In the show, Bran tells Jon the truth about his Targaryen bloodline. But in the books, they haven't even seen each other since Winterfell. In the show, Jon is exiled and leaves beyond the wall. But in the books, his fate is a huge mystery. Will he return? Will he even come back to life? Only George R.R. Martin knows. And there you have it, 10 key differences between Jon Snow in the books and in Game of Thrones. Which version do you prefer? Do you think Jon's fate will be different in the books? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more Westeros content.